So in this video, I'm going to try to lay out the case for the best areas to take profit and why those are the best areas and how you can effectively use them to pull profit and pull into equity quickly on your trades. So I'm going to go down to a 2-hour time frame. And anytime we have an impulsive price move like this, right, you get this break right here. Price runs up very, very aggressively. Although it pauses a little bit right here, whenever you see this type of aggressive move and then price pause, we always want to mark off these levels for taking profits. So we got this level here. Now maybe you were short from over here. Maybe you, if we go back over here, right, we have this level marked off here, and then we have this high as well. So you get this aggressive run up, a little bit of a price pause here, and price runs above these highs, throws up over, ultimately throws up over one last time, but we can go down to low time frames and see that more clearly. So we go here and we see price runs above these historical daily swing highs. So maybe we're framing a context for how to take a short trade at those levels. But if we are doing that, it's very, very important to be very clear on where we want to take profit. And I have this level marked off here is the ideal take profit area right after this impulsive move, price pause, because we could be short from right here, and price could come down to this level and just immediately take off from there and set new highs. It's a very, very classic area for price to come down, visit, test this area, and then start running for your entry. Maybe you were short here or somewhere in this region, and price comes up, takes you out. It's very painful to be in profit, come down to this level, not take profit, and then see price run against you. And ultimately here in this instance, it did run against, but ultimately ended up playing out. But still, this is an ideal area to take profit. And then if you're still interested in the trade idea, you can add risk on this type of retracement. Let's try to find another example of this. Let's go. Let's see. All right, here we go. So we have this level here. We marked this level off in a previous video. Right, we have our daily high here. Actually, our daily high is right here. We can see that going back to, let's see. Yeah, we see we come down to this support level, mount a little bit of a rally, mark off this daily high, price stalls on lower time frames. We get one last throw over above those daily highs. The order flow resumes. But if we go down to the 2-hour, we don't necessarily know that that's going to happen at the time, so we need to hedge our bets. So even if we're short from this level, right, we want to make sure that we start securing equity on that trade, because we don't know that this, we have an idea that this order flow is going to resume and go this way, but again, it's just statistical probability, so we can't say with certainty. And because of that, we always want to be securing equity on our trade, because it'll go a long way to paying the expenses of the trades that don't work out. And so anyway, we have this move right here, right? We get a little bit of narrowing range here. Volatility starts to drop off. This I see this, and I can reasonably expect that liquidity is starting to gather away from the market in these low volatility environments, and that's exactly what we see. We see volatility expand, and the market starts reaching for liquidity away from this area. Takes these areas out, expands aggressively, and then we see this price pause right here. And so we also want to mark this level off. So say we took this short here. Maybe we were in the short here just out of pure luck, or maybe we traded the daily throw over here. But we ultimately want to be taking profit here. Now, of course, in hindsight, you could have said, well, I would have held the entire way, but we don't know that price doesn't just come down to this level it reacted off this level once. We don't know that it doesn't come down here again. Maybe run these lows, and then ultimately run higher. So that this is the area I look to start pulling an equity on this type of trade setup. Let's try to find another example of this. Let's see. Maybe one a little bit to the long side. Let's see if we get an aggressive. Where can we find an aggressive move here? Okay. Yeah, here we go. So we have this area here. Now, if we were short here, maybe we were playing the throw over. Right, let's see. See where we're at the weekly. Yeah, so you've got, again, we were talking about the stop runs on the daily, but here you have a stop run on the macro, right? Of course, it's hard to identify that when it's happening, but ultimately we can identify that it did happen just looking at the macro chart. So maybe you were looking at that in real time, and maybe you identified this level, right? You have, I think the first Bitcoin ETF in America went live here, and then you see this macro stop hunt, throw over of the previous all-time high. So maybe you're looking at that level and you're saying, this might be a good, maybe not necessarily open a short position, but at least start selling or taking profits or whatever you need to do. Maybe you're opening a big short position and you need to manage that trade. Again, we don't know that it was going to work out so beautifully. So we want to go down to the low time frames and mark off that shelf price pause level. And so here we've got this level. Say we're short here. You have a little bit of one right here as well. Right, so this level here is the previous all-time high. You see price run just up above that level, comes slamming back down, bases off this area here. You see a clear reaction there. Price runs up, comes down, violates these lows on the right-hand side of the chart, comes down, bases off this price pause level here, offers a little bit of reaction, ultimately runs through. But the idea is that if we had a short position up here, we want to start taking profit, at these levels because we don't know ultimately price could hit these levels and continue on, right? In this situation, it is in a very clear uptrend, and even if it's just to take profit at these levels so that we can add risk on retracements, that will increase the efficiency of your trade. Yeah, so you get the general idea.